Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Jennifer Nettles honors America with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
What a way to get things started. Battle at Bristol, not too far away. Tennessee and Virginia Tech on Saturday Night Football.
Welcome to Dover International Speedway. We're live. Get ready to go 100 laps around the Monster. And I'm going to be honest, guys, I kind of had a rush to do this. Almost didn't make it. Anyway, should be a fun race. Want to not put that up because we're not at the Daytona 500. Why is that not showing it? Anyway, we're not going to show it, I guess. So, yeah, get ready to go racing 100 laps around this place. Todd Cray, your current points leader, and right now leading practice. We got about 40 seconds until qualifying gets underway, and it's going to be a fun one. So, we'll see how this plays out. As I said, weather-wise here at Dover, 90-degree air temp. Is that right? Huh. That don't seem right. I don't think that's right. But anyway, mostly cloudy skies, overcast skies. About to go in this 1.02 mile track. Todd Craig comes in leading the points, pretty much dominating the points. Let's just be honest. He's the guy to watch out for to possibly get to win as well or not. Right now, Todd Craig, James Finn, Brendan Puffenbarger, and one of them guys probably going to walk out of here with the win. Just being honest. Of course, you do got other guys in here that may be able to walk out with it as well. You got Tyler Cox sitting back in fifth. He's always fast. So, yeah, coming into the night, Todd Cray holds a 169-point lead over Nate Anderson. Eric Minch is in third. Kyle Frame back in fourth. Austin Marion back in fifth in the K&N Series. So, as I mentioned, this is a 100-lap race. This qualifying will now get started. And honestly, this race won't take long. This is a very fast-paced race, and you can run this race probably within about 45 minutes, somewhere between there, if they stay green. Most likely not, because it's Dover and you never know what happens. Watching double zero right now of Eric Minch as he works out of turn number 2 down the backstretch into turn 3. And we'll see how all this plays out. As I did not have my training paints updated, so they will be updated as well. You can see how much grip is on the bottom of this track. This is a concrete track, so tires could become an issue. May not be as big of an issue as what we're thinking, though, with the cooler track temps and stuff like that. We should see some guys possibly take 2. But I will say, out of turn 4, something to watch out for is Jeff Smith across the start-finish line. He will start second right now. As he put down a 22.445. Jeff, of course, with Metalhead Motorsports as his car turns white. But This is actually one of my favorite tracks to watch a race on. This is actually a very good race. We get to see some good racing here tomorrow in the Grand National Series for these guys, and of course Chase race tomorrow. So really looking forward to that, and we'll see how that plays out. Of course, last week Joe Burchett finished first, Lando Lacey finished second at Kansas, Eric Minch, Todd Cray, and Nate Anderson finished fifth. Alright, here we get ready to go. Jeff Smith will, so far, start second. Let's hop back over to Todd Cray, who crosses the start-finish line. Probably going to jump up to the top of the charts. First place, 22278. And he will beat Tyler right now. Tyler ran a 22907. Wow. That may be, well, 2236. So he's about a tenth faster. That's pretty incredible. Here comes the 88 car. Brandon rolling out onto the track. Crossing the start-finish line as he begins his second lap. It's 22558, his first lap. We don't think it's going to pick up on any on the second lap. It don't appear anyway. Nate Anderson also on the track. Don't mind the white cars, guys. That's just where the paints are updating. See what kind of lap number one can do here. Nate's been really fast the last few weeks. That's someone to watch out for. Driver of that one car. If he works out at turn 4 across the start-finish line, we'll put down a lap of a 5th place. 22416. So far, we still got a lot of guys that haven't qualified. Joshua Bates connected. Jack Williams is not. I don't know if Jack's actually in here. Matt Urban and Cole Thomas. I don't know if they're in here as well. I think they are. They are. I'll see them in the team speak anyway. We'll see. They still haven't went out. And if they don't qualify, I believe that is a not DQ, but a stop and go. And that's the last thing you want here at Dover. One thing interesting about this track is pit road speed, 35 miles per hour. And 35 miles per hour is very slow, especially on green flag laps. If you have to pit under green, it's going to be very bad. Or it could be very bad. It may not be bad. So we're waiting. 40 seconds left to qualify. We don't think anybody else is going to be able to get a qualifying lap in. So we're going to have a couple parks, I believe, or a couple black flags issued. Thought I heard somebody going around the track. Maybe not. So we're waiting to see. It looks like Todd Craig going to get the pole. Eric Mitch crosses the start-finish line now. And let's pull it. And let's look at your grid real fast. Todd Craig, Tyler Cox, row number 1. Row number 2, we got Jeff Smith, Austin Marion. Oh, sorry about that. Row number 3, we got Nate Anderson, Brandon Puffenbarger in the 88. Row number 4, James Finn, Eric Mitch. And there's a couple guys that have not, qualified. So we'll see how that works out. But so I need to fix this, guys. Give me just a second. I always forget to do that. There we go. Alright. Let's talk to Todd Cray. Mr. Todd Cray, you got me?
Yep, got you.
Man, 100 laps tonight. Very fast race. One of the shortest races I think we've had in a while. What's it going to take to get the job done?
Just be smart. Not take on any damage. Conserve some tires. If we got to make a pit stop, keep it clean. And just hope things go our way.
Let me ask you real fast. This is a concrete track. Is there a, can you do a little bit better job on saving tires here than what you can at asphalt tracks, being this is concrete? Or does it make a difference? Oh, you there?
Yep, got you.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I got you. Just basically just try to keep those tires under me. Just you can hear. I think you can maybe hear it a little bit better.
Right.
Just maybe a little easier on concrete, I think.
All right, buddy. Go out there and see if you can get the win. Of course, leading the points. We'll be up here watching. Good luck.
Thanks, fellas.
Thanks, bud. All right, here we go. Todd Craig leading them to the green flag as they work through turn 3 and 4 here at the Monster Mile. And I love how my Steve's popping up at the bottom. Just ignore that, please. Pace car does pull in. Green flag is out. We're off to racing here at Dover International Speedway. It is the 16 of Tyler Cox and Todd Craig side by side through turn 1. As Todd takes over that top spot, Austin Marion falls in behind Tyler. Tyler actually gets a little bit of the wall coming off turn 2. Doesn't look like there's any damage, just a little spark flying. Austin Marion under attack already from Jeff Smith as we work lap number 2. That's how quick it takes to go around this place. Very fast racetrack. Single file all the way throughout the field. To let you all know, we only had 9 cars start the race. We was actually scheduled to have 12. Joshua Banks making his pit stop. He will have a stop and go because he did not qualify. And he's already down and away, I believe. No, that goes to show you how quick you can go a lap down. He's 1 lap down now. He just got into his box for a stop and go. He's down and away now. So he'll go, but he will be in jeopardy of possibly go 2 laps. So it should be okay. As we still watch Austin Marion right now. Run behind Tyler Cox, Jeff Smith, Brandon Puffenberger right now, your top 5. James Finn, Nate Anderson, Eric Mish, Joshua Banks. I'm going to be completely honest, it's going to be tough for anybody to catch Todd. I don't know about long run speed. One of these guys may have something. Tyler may be somebody to watch on a long run speed. I love how that pops up on my screen. Jeff Smith took a peek on the inside of Austin Marion. This is for third place. Jeff did a really good job as he looks like he may complete the pass. He does quick pass. On Austin Marion, Nate Anderson or Brandon now sets his sights on Austin as well. Hop on board and get a ride around Dover International Speedway. One of the coolest tracks I think we go to the rest of this season. Oh, Brandon got a little loose. Got some of the apron. Had to give up 5th place to James Finn. And last time by, fastest on track, Tyler Cox with the 22.698. Todd Craig with the 22.729. I want to give a shout out as well to Eric Spencer, winner last night of the truck race for Dynamite's Truck Series. Congratulations to Eric. Also, guys, next week we head to Charlotte Motor Speedway for the K&N Series. I think the trucks are actually off next week, or maybe it's the Xfinity that's off next week. Trucks are off next week. Pretty much single file for the most part. Not really a ton close by close at the moment. As Tyler Cox trying to run down James Finn. He was a little bit slower the last 2 laps. And then the fastest last time by was actually James Finn with a 22.775. He is running in 4th place at the moment behind Jeff Schmidt. Nate Anderson running down the 88. Brandon actually keeps getting some of that apron. It's really messing up his center of the corner. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or just maybe making a mistake. We can probably hop on board here with him again and see. He does run a little bit higher this time than what he has been. He actually may be going to let Nate go, and he does. Oh, Tyler Cox shooting some sparks up. Here comes the battle for 3rd place. James actually closing in quite a bit there going into turn 3, but don't look like he's going to be able to get it just yet, as 14 laps now are complete here in Dover. Of course, guys, everything pink for the whole month of October. We started out a little bit early because why not? Check the description. You can see a link for a campaign that we're doing for try to raise money for breast cancer awareness. Pretty cool thing. And Jeff Smith's at a wall, and he's going to give up that position. Let's check the damage on Jeff's car. It don't look like it's too bad. He should be okay. Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. You have to make some adjustments though, and I was talking to Nate earlier before we went live, and he said turn 4 is where guys are going to have a lot of trouble. And he said the turn really seems to come up on you really fast. Let's check back a little bit further with Joshua Banks in the 36 car. As he works out of turn number 2. He's going to the backstretch and let you know where the leaders are. They're working out of turn number 2 as well. So Joshua not too far ahead of these guys, so he's going to have to keep doing what he's doing. He's running really good laps. He's actually, last time by, he was the fastest on track. So he's going to have to keep doing that in order to stay in front of these guys and have a chance at getting back on the lead lap if we have a caution, when we have a caution. We're already now 19 laps in. Todd Craig continues to lead. And, yeah, so far so good. What I want to do, guys, I want to go to a quick commercial break. I want to fix my one of my settings on here, and I'm not going to actually step away. We're not going to have a commercial side by. We're not going to do side by side. So we'll be right back right after this. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. I had to fix that and stuff. And welcome back, of course, Dover 100 for the Go Fast Racing League Lazy Days K&N Series. Right now, Todd Cray outpacing the field over Tyler Cox and James Finn. Last couple laps, Tyler slowly starting to run down Mr. Todd Cray. Well, this is interesting because I didn't think anybody would have much for Todd Cray unless it was on the long run, and we're starting to see that happen just a little bit, but I don't know. It's really going to be interesting when we hit pit road. We're just now, well, we already are on 1/4 of this race is complete as we hit lap 25. And already tires are starting to pop into some of these guys' head as Tyler blinks there a little bit. He should be okay. So, yeah, it's something to be thinking about. Like I said, we're on a 25 lap, make it 26 lap run. And, I mean, this race, like I said, is one of the fastest races we go to for the rest of the year. I'm trying to look at the schedule right now. You can check this out, gofastracing.us as well. Looking at the schedule, this is only, and I'm considering this a short track. This is the only short track of the rest of the season. Next week we go to Charlotte, and we have an off week in Kansas. And then, I'm sorry, hold on. I was looking at that wrong. I was looking at the Grand National Series. Let me look at the K&N. Okay, so, yeah, Dover today, Charlotte next week, then an off week, Kansas, then another off week, and then Texas, Phoenix, Homestead. So this is the only shortest track we have, only mile track left on the schedule that we go to. So it's pretty interesting that this race, you know, the final, I guess, 6 races is the only shorter track we go to. Huh. Of course, Todd Cray leading the point standings by quite a bit. As I mentioned, 169 over the entire field. Sitting there watching Todd Cray at the moment. He's really turning really good laps compared to a lot of these guys. Tyler has slowly started to catch him, but he's not doing a lot to really catch him. Nobody else really close to each other. This is the closest battle right now for the top spot. Tyler Cox works out of turn number 2. He does got a little bit of damage on that right front as well. That could be affecting him somewhat, as I thought he was going to come to pit stop. We do have one car actually on pit road, and he's been there for a while. He may just be getting some damage fixed. Brandon Puffenberger in the 88. Not where he wants to be. He started 6th, now currently in 9th. And as you look at him, you can see there ain't a lot of, I don't see a lot of damage at all wrong with the car. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, he's on pit road. As Todd Cray will put him another lap down. Tyler has fell off the pace by 1.5 seconds now. Jeff Schmidt could be coming to pit road? No, he is blown up. Let's see. What happened? No caution comes out. This is interesting. Gets loose or gets into the wall. Oh, into the inside wall and blows up. Wow. That's a shame. So we're on 37 laps now out of 100. As Todd Craig continues to lead, this race is going by super fast. And, you know, honestly, it's not much of a surprise to really see where these guys are running. Todd Craig has pretty much dominated all season long. He has been up front all season long. He's got 8 wins on the season, looking to be his 9th win. Nobody else really right now. Kyle Frame has 2 wins. Joe Burchett has 4 wins. That's the closest person to him. But Todd's pretty much been on it from the start of the season. And this started way back on February 24th at Daytona. And they followed the Grand National Series that we go to every Saturday. Looking through the field. Nate Anderson, James Finn. Nate actually just taking that position over from the 60 car, so Nate's starting to move up some as well. I'm kind of anxious to see if Joshua Bates can get back on the lap if a caution comes out, because his lap times are great compared to a lot of these guys. I mean, last time by he was once again the fastest by 3/10. I'm going to be honest, if we have a caution, these guys better watch out for the number 36 car, because he may have something even for Todd Cray. But we need to caution, because remember, he did get the penalty at the start of the race where he did not qualify. If you do not qualify, you get a penalty, and it is a black flag 15-second or a stop and go. So he was on pit road for 37 seconds, and he went 1 lap down. So we're going to have to watch and see. If a yellow comes out, he will be lucky enough to get back on the lead lap. He is the first car 1 lap down. But he needs it kind of happen fast. If something happens, Eric Minch goes a lap down, then he would be the first one a lap down. Because... yeah, that would actually, yeah. So he would get the lucky dog if Eric does go 1 lap down, or if Austin or either one of these guys do. But he's actually running pretty fast. Both these guys are. Somebody that's starting to make a move is Nate Anderson, though. He's starting to work his way up. He's running some of the fastest laps we've seen out of everybody on this long run. We should be coming to pits here within the next 5 laps. That would put everybody in fuel, I guess, to make it to the end. So I would expect everybody to be on pit road here within 5 laps. So this guy right here is up front, 45 laps led. Started first, currently first, last lap. So it's a pretty big fall off, almost 2-second fall off so far. About 1.5 or so, 1.6 second fall off so far. But they are on 47 lap tires. And as I said, I would expect guys to be on pit road here within the next 4 laps to go ahead and top off and be able to go to the rest of the way under green, if they choose to do so. Talked to Joshua last night. Wasn't sure if he was going to run it. He must have made it home in time and did run it. And he's on pit road. Taking tires. Eric Mitch on pit road as well. So we are seeing green flag stops underway here at Dover. Todd Cray's going to notice that, and he will be in here shortly as well. Eric Mitch also there. We should be seeing Todd here anytime. Not coming this time. If I'm Tyler Cox, I think I'm going to go ahead and come. Yeah, he's coming now. No, he missed pit road. Man, we talked about pit road trickiness. Well, there you go. That's how tricky it is because pit road is very tough. Todd Craig coming to pit road. Must have noticed Tyler was coming. 35 miles an hour, better slow down. Yep, Pete Mayer just got caught speeding. Nate Anderson stays out, will lead a lap. Everybody else is on pit road. James Finn as well. Waiting to see if Nate comes this time. I would expect him to be on pit road. On this tough track, pit road here is probably the toughest out of every track we go to. It really comes up here in Darlington. I think really comes up on you fast, especially with how fast. 35 miles per hour, super slow pit road, and very top pit road. There's Todd Craig and Tyler Cox. Down and away. Tyler Cox will be down and away next. He's down and away. And of course back there you see Nate Anderson coming in pit road as well. You see James Finn exiting. Nate Anderson. All this should cycle over to Todd Cray. Austin Marion is still out there. He has not pitted yet. I would expect him on pit road here anytime. Staying out again. Interesting. He catches the caution. He's good. 55 laps already complete, or 54 laps already complete. Let's hear a look at our race summary so far. This is about to go to 3 lead changes. Right now it is 2. Austin Marion currently leads. 46 laps remain, makes that 45. 55 laps now will be complete once he hits the line. And there you go. That will switch over. Of course, 0 caution so far. And Joshua Banks has disconnected. Not sure what happened there. It looks like Tyler Cox did get a speeding penalty from what I'm seeing. He is now 3 laps down. Wow, everybody right now is a lap down. Austin Marion coming to pit road. Todd Craig going to stay out and take the lead. Once he crosses back around, he's going to have to go back around one more time. Should be able to do this pretty easy. 46 seconds is what these guys usually spend on pit road. .46, something like that. So Austin's still not in his pit box, and he's going to be there for a while. So as Todd will come off turn 4. He will not lead this lap, but he will retake the lead right now as he just passed Austin. Nate Anderson going to have time to take over second possibly with James Finn. And Austin's just now leaving pit road, so Nate takes second, James Finn takes third. Austin will come out in 5th now as Eric Mitch gets around him. Alright guys, we'll take another quick break. We're going to stay here, however. We're not going to go side by side. So I'll be right back right after this. Mainly because I got to get a drink. back here at Dover International Speedway. We see Todd Cray about to lap 5th place Austin Marion. Todd's pretty much got this one well in hand. He is out to 11-second lead. And I want to mention James Finn did get around Nate Anderson. So Nate's going to have to do a little bit of work here to try to keep Eric Minch behind him. Eric does have fresher tires, Nate does have fresher tires, so we should not be too much of a problem with the fresh tires, but we'll see. As Tyler Cox almost loses it coming off turn 4. That could have been a game changer for a lot of people. Tyler got to be a little disappointed. 2 laps down now for the driver of the 16. Oh, we got a car around. That may bring out a caution. Who was that? Tyler Cox, I believe. Yep. How does that caution not come out for that? Well, he sat there for a while. No caution comes out. So we stay green. And we may stay green the whole race. We may not have a caution, which I'm actually surprised by because Dover kills people. Todd Cray lapping Eric Minch, put him 1 lap down. Now sets his sights up in front of him to Austin Marion, who's up in 4th now. Wow, he is lapping everybody. Eric Minch on a whole nother level tonight compared to a lot of these guys. Of course, tomorrow night we'll be live. And usually the K&N Series don't have the participation as the Grand National or trucks. So we'll have a bigger field tomorrow night when we race here. But I'll be honest, I hope we see a race like this. This has been a pretty solid race as far as clean, of how clean it actually is. Todd Cray looking to get his 9th win on the season. Really watching Todd Cray, he's not staying as low as what a lot of other people are. He actually comes up off the bottom pretty good, especially through turn 3 and 4. You can really see it right there. Look how much higher he runs compared to a lot of these guys. Let's hop over, let's take a look at Nate Anderson, see where he runs compared to what our leader runs. Okay, so in 1 and 2, they run about the same line. Maybe a little different on exit. In 3 and 4, Nate runs a little bit lower, not much. Back up to our leader. See what he does here on exit. Right, here's what I'm really anxious to see how he does on exit. Does he drop back to the bottom? He does. So he runs a little bit different in 3 or 1 and 2 as far as exit goes. 75 laps are about to go down in the books. That's complete. Fastest on track. Todd Cray. Actually, Austin Marion fastest on track last time by. But still a pretty good distance between him and the leader. You can actually see Austin right here. The leader's not far from being behind him. Nate Anderson's starting to slowly try to run down James Finn. He's actually caught him pretty good. James Finn gets loose off turn 2. He gets it to the wall. Nate Anderson going to drive around the high side and complete the pass. Oh, wait, not just yet. Now he's going to complete the pass. Move Nate Anderson up to second place. So you can see the difference in lines between them as well. James Finn actually enters a lot lower. Eric Minch on pit road. That's a strange one. Oh, he may have got the wall. Now he got into the wall pretty good. I don't know if we can see what happened to him. Let's see. Yeah, he just decided to bring it to pit road. He may have gotten into a wall. Don't know what happened to him. He's exiting now. So Eric looks like he's going to be finishing in 5th place. It does look like everything's kind of settled out. How we're going to finish right now. I mean, there is still a chance for second place to change, but for the most part, it looks like everything pretty much where we're going to wind up in this one. Pretty much domination from the start for. I broke the wall. Yeah, I seen you break the wall. I'm surprised the caution didn't come out though when Tyler hit the wall. I mean, he sat there for a minute. And I was wondering why, Brandon. I didn't know exactly what happened. I mean, this has been a one-man show. Let's just be honest. And I don't think anybody's totally surprised. Todd Cray's got the K&N series on point this year. He knows what he's doing. I mean, this will be his 9th race one unless something happens here. And I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but. Jeff Smith back on the track, though, after getting the damage repaired. That's another caution I'm surprised it didn't come out. And I'm looking, I think actually Jeff Smith actually may be able to pass Joshua Banks, I believe. Todd Cray will have just a few laps left to finish this one up and ride into the sunset with another victory. And he is no short of dominating tonight, that's for sure. There ain't a ton to talk about, guys, to be honest with you. This just being a dominating race like this, it's, you know, pretty simple. So far, let's look at Todd Cray. 81 laps led. The only laps he has not led, let's make it 82. The only laps he has not led is under, well, not under caution, but is under the green flag pit cycle. Ten laps to go at the line. It is your top three: Todd Cray, Nate Anderson, James Finn. You know, we keep talking week in and week out about how good Todd Cray really is when it comes to racing these things. This season, there's only been really, honestly, maybe 4 guys that can actually keep up with him. And sometimes that struggle. I think Joe Burchett, honestly, has done a good job with him. I think he would be, right there with him if he would have started the season out when Todd did. Joe's won 4 races. Todd's won now what will be 9. Tyler Cox has always done good against him. A couple other guys as well. Joshua Banks usually does good. Usually comes up just a little short, but he does pretty good. And a couple other guys as well. But usually when it comes to certain places, man, nobody's touching Todd. I'm sorry. I don't, even with Joe racing, I don't know if he'd be able to do anything with Todd on this track. I mean, he has pretty much dominated this race from start to finish. I ain't going to say pretty much. He has dominated from start to finish. There's not really much going on. There's a little battle possibly for third. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's keep an eye on that for right now. James Finn and Austin Marion. Jeff Smith does take over 7th place from Joshua Banks. Of course, Joshua wrecked out, I believe. And then he's already back on pit road. Austin last time 5/10 faster than James Finn. So really the battle's going to be for third. And I'm going to be honest, it may just be a matter of time before Austin gets around. He does got 5 laps for extra tires as well. Of course, we're about to come to the, 2 laps to go. Once Todd hits the start-finish line. He just did. So 2 laps to go for Todd Curry. Austin taking a peek to the inside of James Finn. This is for 3rd place. Don't know if he's going to get it yet. And he will clear the number 60 of James Finn in the wall. Todd Cray is going to see the white flag this time in the air, as he will have to go 1 more mile around this monster mile, I guess we could say. Coming in here and dominating start to finish. Todd Cray works through turn 3 and 4. He is going to see the checker flag this time, and he will win. Coming off turn 4, he will win at Dover for the Dover 100 Go Fast Racing League Lazy Dayz Canyon Series. Win number 9 for Todd Curry. 2nd place, we'll go to Nate Anderson. 3rd place, we'll go to Austin Marion as he works through turn 4. Dominating start to finish. Mr. Todd Curry. We'll celebrate, and we will interview him coming up. Whew, that was a good win for him, though. Talk to Todd right here in just a moment. She works through to the front stretch. And he's going to burn it down. As we've seen 9 times today, or 9 times so far, he's not going to burn it down. Hey, Todd Craig, you got me?
Hi, Adam. Loud and clear.
Man started first on the pole, finished first. 93 laps led, dominating once again. 9 wins on the season. Going to be the champion, let's just be honest. Any problems you had tonight? What was the biggest problem you may have had tonight?
Really had no problems tonight. Just tried to keep it between the lines. Like I said, not make any mistakes. I've had a rough couple weeks in the truck series. Had some bad luck and just felt good to get back in here and just get to the grindstones, no cautions. Make sure you hit the pit stop, right, and just see how everything played out. I was surprised. I thought there was going to be a lot more cars out there at the end there, but hey, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Let me ask you, you're pretty much the champion for this season. I'm sure you already know that. I'm sure everybody knows that. I've asked you plenty of times what was the goal, and of course winning races, but what is the mindset knowing that you pretty much are the champion? Is it still going out here trying to win races? Is it, just going out here and trying different things? What is, your mindset coming into every week?
Honestly, right now, it's pretty much put the hammer down. I learned some lessons, like I said last week, letting some guys get back into the race and put myself in bad positions. So with a points lead like this, I'm just going to come out and going to go hard every lap and see how that works out.
Yeah, man. I mean, it seems like it's every week you're the one to beat. I mean, I was just talking about it. It's pretty much like watching, and no disrespect to all the other guys, but it's kind of like watching a cup driver inside of an Xfinity race. I mean, you've been beating them down this year, and I mean, that's definitely no wrongdoing by you whatsoever. Out of the next few tracks, let me ask you, we go next week, we head to Charlotte, then we have an off week, Kansas, Texas, Phoenix, Homestead. Them tracks, which one are you looking forward to racing the most?
Actually, one of my favorite tracks is Phoenix. It's a real good track for me. Pretty good at Charlotte. Homestead is where it's at. Hopefully we'll get the celebration there and enjoy that. But it's still you still got to show up, get the job done. I mean, these guys come out every week and try to put it to me. It's when you're the marked man. It's pretty exciting, but you got to make sure you're on your marks. No mistakes.
Another good run, another good win, another good finish for Todd Curry has been, well, let's be honest, you're going into the record books here soon for the most wins in a season. Good win again tonight, man. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Right now, I'd just like to salute the American flag, salute our national anthem, all our police officers, men and women fighting for our country, firemen, just everybody in this country that steps up every day. Lazy Dayz Racing, Go Fast Racing, so much fun running with these guys. Trackside Network, love listening to the broadcast. What else? Parents Against Distracted Driving. That's a big one. We're still trying to get a good push on that, try to save some lives there, and that's about it. Yeah, just had a good time tonight.
I love it, man. And also, of course, the national anthem thing's awesome. So, good win, man. We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Thank you, guys.
All right. Next up, let's bring in second place with a good run tonight. Nate Anderson, you got me?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good, man. Well, let's just be real. Let's start out with this. You've been struggling every once in a while through some of these races to start out when we started broadcasting anyway. The last few weeks, man, you've been on it. You had a good run going last night, and unfortunately with, the damage and stuff like that in the truck series, but winner a couple weeks ago, tonight, second place finish, man. How do you feel about coming to Dover? Did you expect a second place?
No, I didn't, be honest with you. I was just hoping to run good and stay out of trouble, which I did. And then I kind of wish I didn't screw up my pit stop. I missed pit road the first time by, and I had to go around again. I noticed toward the end of the last run, I was run faster laps than Todd was, so if it could have been closer, I might have had something, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I believe it was the last, I don't know, 10 or 15 laps. You was actually faster according to what I had up anyway. And of course, you did have a little bit slower pit stop. But let's talk about the pit entrance here. It's a different pit entrance. We've seen Tyler Cox miss it as well. What makes this place so difficult to get on pit road?
Just that the pit road is so tight, when you come around turn 4, you're not expecting it to be as tight as it is. And that's what got me off guard, and I missed it. I guess I should have practiced that.
We watched you and Todd really both, and I was really talking about during the broadcast, was we noticed that you was running a little bit different line compared to Todd. Todd was actually on exit, would dive it to the bottom on exit and get the job off. You was actually keeping yours a little bit higher on exit, and it made you faster. Is that something that you noticed during the longer runs of the race, or is that just something that you just kept liking to try, or what was you experiencing there?
I just on exit, I would just let it kind of float until like stay real low and come up towards the wall on exit. I mean, I really didn't know what he was doing compared to what I was doing. I couldn't see him, but I just did what was working for me.
Yeah, it definitely started working. Like I said, you was faster. I know for at least the last 10 laps. I know because I was watching the live timing on it. And but still, a good second place run tonight, man. I know that's a lot of momentum. Of course, you're second in points, which runs like that. There's a reason why that you're up there in points as well. So a good run for you. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
I just want to give a shout out to Lazy Days Racing, and want to wish Skylar's family the best of luck right now. And give a shout out to Harpoon Design. They do an amazing job on paint. Anyone needs paint for their cars, go there. He does a phenomenal job. All the admins that help out, and you, Adam, for putting this on, obviously, and that's about it.
Good job, buddy. That was a good run. Seriously, I know that
Thank
was
you.
A tough one. So good job, and I'll talk to you soon. Let's bring in Austin Marion. Hey, Austin, you got me?
Hey, Adam, how's it going?
Pretty good, buddy. Third place, led 6 laps, started fourth. You had a different pit strategy. Is that something that you was trying to do to try to gain some spots? What was the thought process in that?
Yeah, I was trying it out for tomorrow to see how it goes. Worked out pretty well because I knew when I came back out, I'd at least have slightly better tires than them, and but I stayed out probably one more lap than I should have, because otherwise I probably would have been knocking on the door at Nate.
Let me ask you, you mentioned that you was working a little bit towards tomorrow because, of course, you're in the chase, I believe, for the Grand National Series. Can you take a little bit from what you did tonight to learn for tomorrow?
I always use these races to kind of work out strategy. These cars they handle quite a bit different, although every once in a while you'll get to a track where they're dead on and you can pretty much use it about right, but kind of fuel mileage wise, they're not quite the same length. And I've already, we had my teammates and I with Metalhead, we've already done a test this week for Dover, and kind of got the gears working on that one, so might try the same thing again tomorrow. I just won't stay out maybe quite as long as what I did.
I didn't see nobody taking 2 tires. Is that a possibility we could see that come tomorrow, being that this is a concrete track, and I know concrete don't tear up the tires as much, but of course this is Dover. Any chance of seeing 2 tires tomorrow, or will it most likely be 4 tires for everybody?
I think most of the time you'll see 4 tires, but I think like if you get a quick caution, maybe someone with 5 to maybe 10 laps, I think you can get away with it. You might be a little bit off of speed, but you might be turning a lot better, so it can work out. But I wouldn't do it like if you have 20 laps on your tires. I wouldn't do 2.
Well, another good run for you and your team, Metalhead Motorsports, of course. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Just a shout out to all my teammates, Dylan Vos, Jeff Schmidt, and Minch. The last couple of weeks when we've been going strong with us and testing and communicating with one another, I think we've seen all of us get a little bit better. So, which is helping us out with the chase, especially saying since for next week I have to take a provisional.
Right, I definitely understand that. Yeah, it's always good to have teammates that you can relay information back to us for sure. So, good run, man. Third place, top 3, not bad at all. Especially at Dover, this place can be tough. So good run, and we'll hopefully talk to you tomorrow whenever you're in victory lane.
Hopefully, I'd like to get a win. Thanks, Adam.
Thanks, buddy. All right, there you go. There's your top 3. Here's your results. All in all, good run tonight. I mean, what we expected. I knew it'd be faster east. So, yeah, good race, everybody. That was fun to watch. That's going to do it for us here tonight, guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll be back tomorrow for the Grand National Series. Have a great night. God bless. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire, when this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day